Let me just kind of introduce the other folks that are here. We have our city manager, Spencer Cronk, is here, along with Assistant City Manager Ray Ariano. We have the interim director of our Office of Police Oversight, Ms. Sylvia Hardman, is here as well. We have our city attorney, Mr. Basil Ali, is here, as well as a assistant district attorney from our Travis County District Attorney's Office, and then members of executive and command staff. We're here this evening because we have had an officer-involved shooting, and what I'm going to do is give you a little bit of background about how the officers found their way here and how, obviously, then how the shooting occurred. So at approximately 2:55 p.m. this afternoon, officers were dispatched to the 7100 block of North IH-35 along the west frontage, to a motel located there on a shooting. They located the shooting victim, who was, it appeared to be a life-threatening injury. They began to aid that person, and the person was transported to the hospital. That person has since been upgraded to stable condition, and it is not in danger of dying. However, that shooting is not related to our officer-involved shooting. That's simply the call that they found themselves here on. Two of the officers were actually walking in the area canvassing for video to assist with that investigation. And as they were walking, and so this was now at approximately 4:45 p.m., the officers were in the parking lot of the convenience store near the intersection of St. John's and IH-35 when they heard multiple shots being fired from the intersection itself. And it appeared to be coming from the area either on the bridge going over the interstate or very close to it. They began approaching that area, putting the information out over the police radio for the other officers to know what was going on, and they did observe a subject who was firing a weapon, appeared to be firing a weapon into a tent that was located in that area. The officers began giving instructions to that individual to get on the ground, and obviously identifying themselves by they were in full police uniform, and the subject then turned and began firing at the officers. The officers at that time returned fire, and the subject did go down. Within seconds, they were able to make physical contact with the subject, remove the handgun from his area, and they immediately began life-saving measures on him. At approximately 4:52, so within a few minutes, EMS and Austin Fire arrived on scene and also began life-saving measures. However, the subject did succumb to his injuries and was pronounced deceased at 5:06 p.m. The officers were wearing their body-worn cameras, and they were activated. The incident was captured on body-worn camera. And as I mentioned earlier, a handgun was recovered at the scene. The two officers that are involved, one was in a training capacity. He is one of the new officers that just graduated from the academy at the end of last month. And the other one was his training officer, who has just over 4 years on the department. As is our standard practice, both officers will be placed on administrative duty, and there will be two concurrent investigations that will occur. One being a criminal investigation into the actions taken by the officers. That's headed up by our Special Investigations Unit, and will be overseen by the District Attorney's Office, as well as an administrative investigation that will be headed up by our Internal Affairs Division that will be overseen by the Office of Police Oversight. As we have been doing, the video related to this critical incident will be released within 10 working days. The last thing I just want to talk about is that this is still very much an active crime scene. And we have several kind of major road closures that have occurred because of this. And the bridge over IH-35 in St. John's is closed, and as well as the southbound frontage road on the west side of the highway between 183 and St. John's is also closed. And we'll just ask the public to stay away from those, and we'll push out a quick notice to media and social media when those are reopened. At this time, that's about the balance of the information that I have, but I can take a couple questions.
Chief Chacon, so there was, if I'm not mistaken, an officer-involved shooting right in this area within maybe a few months ago. There's also been a few other shootings in this area. Is there anything that the department is doing to, I don't know, add more staffing to this area or anything like that that you're working on?
You know, we have not added more staff to this area, but the area is known to our officers, and it is an area that they frequent patrol on a regular basis to keep the area as safe as we can.
Can you give any more details about the subject that was killed, male?
The subject is male. He has not been positively identified. I don't have an approximate age or a race on him yet. All right. Thank you all very much.
Thank you.